Hello everybody and welcome to Come Dine With Me, Western New York, sponsored in part by Diamond Cutters of Western New York, Ventura's Car Star Collision in Orchard Park, and Eyes on Harlem and Eyes Downtown.
We are so glad you could join us this afternoon because we have three wonderful chefs that are going to be preparing some very innovative dishes that you'll find easy enough to make right in your own kitchen. We promise.
Yeah, and that's kind of like the purpose of, one of the purposes of our show as well, you know, to showcase some of the local restaurants with chefs, show their techniques, and you can copy that at home as well.
Yeah, and hopefully you'll be able to make this great tasting food, great looking food, instead of just the same old, right? Exactly.
That's what we're aiming for.
So let's get things rolling with our chefs Orazio and Jason.
Hello, I'm Orazio Ippolito from Orazio's Italian Crepes and Gelato. This is my right-hand man chef, Jason Ball, and today we're going to do a couple of our favorites that are featured at the Galleria Mall location.
Today we're going to do our chicken caprese crepe, and that's just our take on a caprese salad. We have some nice fresh grilled chicken inside of it, and we'll get the crepe going.
So while he's making the crepe batter, I'll tell you a little bit about our Galleria Mall, our new concept restaurant that hopefully we'll have all across the United States sooner than later. But it's sweet and savory crepes, and our crepe batter is actually made from an imported Caputo flour right from Italy. And then we also have a buckwheat crepe, which is gluten-free for a lot of people that if they have celiac and things like that. And then to pair with that, we also have a delicious premium all-natural gelato. Jason poured his batter there, and that's just a simple recipe made with flour, egg, milk, a little bit of butter, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. So what you want when you're making your crepes is you want to get a little bit of color on the bottom of the crepe, and you can adjust your temperature, but you'll see how delicate that is. And you flip it over. We're going to top it, and Jay will talk you through it.
Okay, so over here we have about 10 grape tomatoes that we have just cut in half. So we'll throw that on.
And again, you can put any toppings on that you want, but this is one of our lightest and one of our best sellers, and we actually just added it to the menu.
This is a great crepe, and it's definitely a great, unique concept. So then we just add some fresh mozzarella, some bocconcini here.
And the beautiful thing about this is right here, as soon as we put the basil on, I'm going to chiffonade this basil for them just to make it up a little easier for them, but you can even just tear it if you're at home and you want to put it on torn. But we'll just chiffonade that basil, and we'll put some nice fresh basil on that. And this crepe by itself is how we normally sell it. That's how it started, like a lot of our specials. We actually started it as a caprese. Before you know it, we added some chicken to it, and now I'd say the chicken outsells the regular caprese.
That, the buffalo chicken crepe.
Incredible.
Out of this world.
Like you said, we have a buffalo chicken crepe that we actually toss the chicken with a little bit of hot sauce, and we put blue cheese on the crepe. We put the chicken, some romaine lettuce, tomato, a little red onion, and a little bit of hot sauce. It's phenomenal.
So just about a tablespoon or so of good olive oil on there, extra virgin olive oil. And then we just have some grilled chicken here.
And so then what we're going to do is we're going to just lightly season it, because with anything, even a delicate crepe, we're just going to put a little bit of sea salt, fine sea salt, and a little bit of crushed black pepper on it, just to give it that little extra seasoning. We're going to take some fresh mesclun mix, and we're just going to mix a little bit of our homemade house dressing to it, and we're just going to toss it around. Now that our savory crepe is made, let's make a nice dessert sweet crepe.
Absolutely.
Which one are we doing, Jay?
This is our strawberry banana Nutella crepe. This is probably by far the popular choice of our customers at the Galleria Mall. So again, we'll just get our batter spinning here.
And if you don't like Nutella, we also have a nice Ghirardelli chocolate that we can do instead of whatever you're in the mood for, whatever that you want that day, we can do it for you.
Okay, so now we'll flip the crepe.
See that little bit of color? That's exactly how you want it. And now at this point, this is where you go fast.
Okay, so we're gonna take our bananas.
We only use fresh fruit, fresh berries, fresh bananas, things like that. We don't use anything canned or frozen.
Fresh strawberries. Our Nutella.
That looks beautiful. Okay, you're gonna taste the sweet, I'm gonna taste the savory crepe.
Oh, amazing.
Fantastic.
So nice and light for a dessert, Razio. Here we also have 3 of our premium gelatos. We have our fresh mango, French chocolate brandy caramel fudge, and our creme brulee gelato, now available at all Area Dashes markets.
So now when you come to the Galleria Mall, not only do you have great shopping, but we have the great food to go with it, located in the back of the food court, 1 Walden Galleria Drive, Buffalo, New York.
Come dine with me, Western New York.
This portion of the program was sponsored in part by Key Video Productions, television, video, DVD, and by Diamond Cutters of Western New York. To go to a more direct source, you'll need a miner's hat.
A great video can add that wow factor to an annual sales meeting, a board of directors meeting, a trade show, corporate training.
From scripting to shooting to editing, we'll even help get the video on your website. Key Video is ready to go to work for you.
Lockport's favorite restaurant and meeting place, the Village Eatery Italian Bistro serves the finest pizza, pasta, chicken, veal, and seafood. Our famous Friday night fish fry, homemade Italian bread, and old world sauce have kept Western New Yorkers coming back for over 35 years. Check out our vast wine selection and visit the Bistro Bar for a signature martini. For really great Italian-American food, it's the Village Eatery Italian Bistro.
Let Diamond Cutters of Western New York save you money while providing only the very highest quality, beautiful diamonds. From the mines to a ring, a diamond may change hands several times before it reaches your finger. Each middleman adds a little more cost to your diamond. But for the past 35 years, our gemologists have traveled the world to bring uncut diamonds back to Buffalo, where we specialize in cutting and polishing, so we virtually eliminate the middleman. Our name says it all. Diamond Cutters. Visit WNYDiamonds.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Come Dine With Me, Western New York. Brought to you by Key Video Productions and Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino. Our own grill boy, Jeff Rexinger, is firing up the big green egg as he gets ready to show some backyard grilling technique. Yes, I know it's mid-January, but there's never a bad time to grill, at least in my opinion. But first, let's head back to our studio kitchenette, Artisan Kitchen and Pet.
Today we're making penne Tuscane. And what I've done so far to make this dish, the first thing I did was I took a bulb eggplant, I cubed it in large pieces, I placed it on a plate that had coffee filters on it, and what that does is it absorbs all of the liquid in the eggplant. Salted it real good to extract any of the bitters that are in the eggplant, and then I took it to the microwave and I put it on there for about 10 minutes, checking it about 5 minutes into it to make sure that everything was where it's supposed to be. Then I took it out of the microwave, I put it on a pan to cool. Then I took my saute pan and I added some spicy Italian sausage. I removed the skins. You can use bulk, you can use patties. I happen to use links. I put them in just hand-sized pieces, sauteed it, rendered it down, and I pulled that off the heat as well. And then what I did was I took 2 28-ounce cans of San Marzano tomatoes, which is the prized tomato in Italy. And what I did was I just pureed those right in the pan. And now we're going to assemble our dish for the final product. Okay, so now what I do is I have some onions sauteing on the stove. To that, we're going to add a little bit of fresh chopped garlic, maybe about 1 or 2 cloves. You can never have too much garlic. And you always want to add your garlic after the onions so you don't want it to burn. Okay, we have it at about a medium-high heat. And you see it's nice and caramelized. And the reason you want to caramelize it is because this will extract all the natural sugars that are in the onion and any of the products that you're cooking. Now to that, we're going to reintroduce our Italian sausage that's already pre-cooked. And we're just going to add it right to the pan. We're going to take our microwaved and sauteed eggplant. We're going to add that to the dish. And then we're just going to do a couple of spins around the pan to get all of the flavors, all of the products all happy and together. And if you could smell this, it's absolutely amazing. Now, if you want to make this vegetarian, you just leave out the step of the sausage. You can also add zucchini or squash to it. You can add mushrooms. It's pretty much a real open dish. You can do anything you like. Now that we have everything nice and hot, we're going to take our pureed San Marzano tomatoes and we're going to add that right to the pan. We're going to give it a quick stir. Okay, now we're going to add our fresh herbs to our mixture. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some fresh oregano. And we're just going to kind of coarsely chop it, gives it more of a rustic feel. And you want to use about 3 times as much or so, whichever you prefer, fresh herb as opposed to dried, because the dried has a little higher concentration ratio. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take some fresh chopped thyme. We're going to use about a teaspoon of this, but you can add more if you wish. And then the last one we're going to use is some fresh basil. Now the fresh basil is grown in my house, kind of a staple there. And again, we're just going to do this as a rough chop. I like to see the leaves in my sauce. Okay, now we're going to add our fresh herbs to our sauce. Okay, now we're going to add some fresh grated Pecorino Romano. Pecorino is from goat. And then the prize cheese of Italy, Parmigiano Reggiano. This is kind of like the best cheese in the whole wide world. And we're going to add that to that. And you can add more or less, whatever you prefer. That's the beauty of cooking this dish. You can make it any way you like. To that, we're going to add some fresh sea salt, coarse ground black pepper, and of course, being Sicilian, I like a little bit of sugar in there. It'll just cut the acidity in the tomatoes just very, very slightly. About a tablespoon. All right, now we get to taste the fruits of our labor. Normally this is a family style serving. Probably 4 to 6 people can eat off of this, but I'm the only one here today, so I'm gonna make this my portion. Let's give it a try. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's Italian. My name is Chef Art Christie from Frontier Catering. Come dine with me, Western New York.
Closed captioning provided by Eyes on Harlem and Eyes Downtown. Better vision for a better life. And by
CarStar Relax, we'll take it from here.
At Ventura's CarStar Collision, we work hard to make the repair process easy.
Our highly trained technicians will restore your vehicle to pre-accident condition in no time.
And we provide exceptional customer service. But you don't have to take our word for it. There's only one name to remember, Ventura's CarStar Collision. Relax, we'll take it from here.
We have new information on the most wanted sandwiches in Western New York.
I'll make this brief. These sandwiches were last seen at Marco's Italian Deli. Be on the lookout for Nikki Whispers. Big, beefy, surprisingly sweet. Maria Gumati, a spicy little number. Everyone wants to get their hands on. And the Underboss, notorious and nearly impossible to knock off. If you see these sandwiches, do not, I repeat, do not apprehend them alone. They are extremely tasty. No further questions at this time. Thank you.
Public needs to know.
You change your style. Why not your eye color? Comfort, breathability, stunning natural beauty. Whether you're in front of the lens or behind, your eyes tell a lot about you. Which color best suits your look? Well, that's up to you. Air Optics Colors contact lenses. Available at Eyes on Harlem and Eyes Downtown. Better vision for a better life.
If you only make it to one bridal show before your wedding, this is the show of shows and you won't want to miss it. It's Buffalo Bridal Expo, featuring fashion shows throughout the day and thousands of dollars in discounts and prizes. Come to the expo, the Buffalo Bridal Expo, Sunday, January 24th at Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino, and plan your whole wedding in one great day. Tickets are free, but they're going fast. Register today and instantly download your tickets at BuffaloBridalExpo.com. That's BuffaloBridalExpo.com.
Welcome back. Today I would like to share a very special recipe with you. It's an ahi poke. Ahi poke, it originated in Hawaii and then made its way over to California. But let's start by doing the sauce first. Super easy sauce recipe and very, very delicious. We take some soy sauce, 1 part soy sauce. I use the light one, has less sodium in there. And then also some sesame oil. Again, same amount, 1 part sesame oil. Whisk that together real good. And then we add our chili sauce. This is like a sambal oelek, almost like a Chinese chili sauce. And this is 1/2 part. So very easy recipe, 1.5. Combine that real well and set that aside. All right, now let's attend to our tuna. So using our nice ahi tuna fillet, and we're going to cut that up a little bit. All we want is really very simple, dice it a little bit. If you see a bit of like a bloodline in here, that's an item you want to cut out. It's not going to hurt you, but also not necessarily to be in there. And then we give it a nice dice here. And this is really, it's a nice, yeah, I want to call it a sushi dish, ceviche dish. And, we have one place that's always good for sushi and ceviches. That's our koi restaurant at the Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino. All right, now that we have our tuna all diced up, we add the ingredients. Add a little bit of red onion, finely diced. A little bit of scallions. With that being originally from Hawaii, of course, our macadamia nut. And we just crushed those up a little bit, roasted them, crushed them up a little bit. When I mentioned the dish came originally over from Hawaii, it was the fishermen there. They pulled in the tuna. They didn't really have any cooking possibilities on their little outrigger boats and whatnot. So they would scrape some of the tuna meat out, add their chili sauce, add their soy sauce, and eat it as a snack lunch right there on the boats. We have cilantro. That might have been the Southern California edition, same as the avocado. Beautiful. I could go on about avocados all day long. They're so good for you, so healthy for you. So we have all that. We give that a little stir here. And then add some of our dressing, some of our sauce. Beautiful. And again, if you have company coming, you can make that probably the day off. Keep it in your fridge covered. I wouldn't make it overnight or pre-make it too early because of the avocados and also, the fresh fish. You want that nice clean flavor there. All right. And that's really it. There you go, ahi poke. I like to serve it with some kind of a crostini or crisp. Here we use some wonton chips. It's just a wonton wrapper you can get in the store, fried, or you could use bagged taro chips, whatever you fancy with that. That, together with some Coronas, get you right back onto the beach. If you can't travel that far, the Seneca and Niagara Resort and Casino is always a good choice. We have all the international flavors there as well. Enjoy and come dine with me, Western New York.
Wow, that looked delicious.
You
and
liked
it's
it,
so different, unlike anything you would really see on a menu around here.
I haven't found it on many menus here in the area. In California, it's very, very popular, especially Southern California.
Well, you're closer to Hawaii.
Right, a little bit, the poke.
Influence.
It is from Hawaii. Poke in the Hawaiian language means slicing and dicing, hence the small dice that we have. And then we kept the California touch with the fresh avocado in there, kept the macadamia nuts in it. So definitely interesting item to try out, to make at home. Or if you can't get it at home, come on down to Koi, our Asian restaurant, ask at the sushi bar for it. They'll be happy to make it for you.
Oh, okay, that sounds good.
And we have a lot of stuff going on always here at the casino. So
yeah, there are always shows.
And restaurant shows.
I'm a big show person.
You're the show we want. I talk about food, but
no, we complement each other.
Absolutely.
Exactly. The place to go to find out about everything that's going on here, of course, SenecaCasinos.com. They add things all the time, so keep checking it out.
And also, look at our Facebook page.
Yep, Come Dine With Me, WNY. Remember, it's just the initials.
We all know that a great meal begins with tasty appetizers, and no one does it better on the grill than Artisan Kitchen and Bath's Jeff Rexinger.
Hi, I'm Jeff Rexinger from Artisan Kitchens and Bath. Today we're here with the Big Green Egg, and we're going to make two really amazing appetizers. We're going to be making a pulled pork egg roll, and we're going to have buffalo portobello shrooms. You're going to want to pay attention because these are going to be great and your family's going to love them. First, we're going to start with the egg rolls. Simple ingredients. We have the cabbage that's pre-cut. You can buy it from the bag from the supermarket. Just going to add some apple cider vinegar and some white vinegar to the cabbage, and some onions and some diced green, red, yellow peppers. The pulled pork we prepared several days ago, cooked it at about 200 degrees for about 6.5 to 7 hours. You're just going to spoon on some of the pulled pork and then add some of your cabbage and pepper mixture, and then simply wrap the egg roll. Now it's time to make the buffalo shrooms. Grill your chicken on the Big Green Egg. Just dice it into very small pieces. It'll have smoky flavor from the charcoal that you choose to use on your Big Green Egg, and that'll impart itself right onto your chicken. So just get a fine dice and then add it to a bowl. Add some Frank's hot sauce with butter and either Gorgonzola or Crumbly Blue. Today we're using Gorgonzola. Just mix that all together and then take your portobellos and stuff it right in. We're at about 400 degrees on the Big Green Egg. These appetizers are ready to go on, and they'll be ready in a minute. Some of you might be thinking egg rolls on the Big Green Egg. The moisture that the Big Green Egg can hold inside as the food cooks will keep those egg roll shells tender, and the high heat will allow them to crisp all at the same time. The mushrooms will cook at a rate that's very rapid, but they'll stay tender too because the Big Green Egg locks in all the moisture inside the cooking space. I think the dishes were pretty impressive. The egg roll stayed very, very crisp. The mushroom, the Gorgonzola really added a nice flavor and complemented the Frank's hot sauce. They were great. At your next party, make the appetizers and send everybody home happy.
This portion of the program was sponsored in part by Artisan Kitchens and Baths, Western New York's most interactive showroom.
You'll feel right at home in Western New York's most interactive showroom. How interactive is up to you. Whether you know exactly what you want or you need a little help with the creative process, our interactive showroom and hands-on design team make it easy and fun. Let Artisan Kitchens and Baths make the possibilities come to life in your home. Visit us at 200 Amherst Street in Buffalo.
Orazio's Italian Crepes is your window to the world. Treat yourself to our homemade crepes made with authentic ingredients like imported Caputo flour, mascarpone cheese, and Ghirardelli chocolate. Indulge in our all-natural small batch gelato with no artificial flavors and all the creaminess in the world. Take your taste buds on a journey right in your own backyard. Orazio's Italian Crepes in the food court at the Walden Galleria. Some say it's our amazing sports bar. Others, our relaxed and comfortable dining room. And then there are those who say it's our private meeting and banquet rooms where we take care of everything. Whatever draws you to Buffalo's best grill and catering, one thing's for certain: you'll always get a great meal. We pride ourselves on our casual atmosphere with very comfortable prices. Buffalo's best grill and catering, Southwestern Boulevard in Orchard Park. Stop in today and see why we're Buffalo's best.
Welcome to Illy DePaul's restaurant. It's a family affair here as we carry on tradition of my grandfather of serving great food, sharing stories, talking sports, and celebrating with friends and family at the Ringside Lounge. If you're looking for traditional Italian, look no further than our veal marsala. We take the finest cut of veal, sauté with our marsala wine, mushrooms, and our bordelaise, served with a side of fettuccine alfredo. Now that's Italian. Veal marsala has been a staple of our menu for the past 50 years, and we've been perfecting it ever since. It's always a great day at Illy DePaul's. We'll see you at the Ringside Lounge.
Well, we're out of time for this episode, but before we go, I'd like to thank our great sponsors. Of course, Artisan Kitchens and Baths, and Eyes Downtown, and Eyes on Harlem.
Yeah, and as always, you know, support the local restaurants, support the local economy. That's what we're here to, you know, promote a little bit. When you make reservations, pick one of our fine restaurants.
Local businesses as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Keeps our economy vibrant. And just a reminder, we want to make sure that if you saw any of the recipes that you liked on today's show or you want to learn more about our program, you can check it out on Facebook. And don't forget to hit that like button. When you do, you're automatically entered to win valuable restaurant gift certificates courtesy of our show sponsors.
For the Key Video production crew and everybody here at Come Dine With Me, Western New York, I'm Oliver Wolf.
And I'm Jen Farrington.
Remember, food rules.